Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and honored guest. Today, I would like to make the case for why you all should give bad movies, or maybe even mediocre movies, a chance. If you can tolerate them, and even if you enjoy them, watch them. Now, this idea came from two people I know. One of them is my good friend Martin. He will not watch movies. He will not give movies a chance if they're below a certain score on IMDb. And the other person is a former martial arts instructor of mine. He said he would not go see a movie in theaters for the same reasons. He would look at Rotten Tomatoes, and if the top critics did not give it at least 80%, he would not go see it. Now, I think that's unfortunate because I think mediocre or bad movies have some values. Now, let's do a survey of your knowledge of some movie. Anybody seen this movie? Troll 2?
No.
Yeah. Why don't you bust that around? Read the captions, read the taglines. Now, that movie is so bad that it's so bad it's good, and it got a cult following. They have regular screenings, and one of the actors actually comes out and reenacts a few of the scenes at these screenings. And so this movie was the subject of a documentary called Best Worst Movie. So this movie documents what Troll 2 accomplished. Now, if this seems familiar, have any of you heard of this movie, The Room? Raise your hands. Exactly. So, deja vu. This is another bad movie, and it got its own follow-up movie. This time, more of a fictional retelling of the making of that movie. This is with James Franco, Seth Rogen, and Dave Franco. And it was actually pretty good to warrant a Best Adapted Screenplay Oscar. Now, the takeaways from these, first, they're so bad they're good. Second, they showcase to audiences and filmmakers alike what not to do. And the third, and more importantly, they add social and cultural value. They are subject of future movies, and they're subject to ridicule. For example, The Happening by M. Night Shyamalan. I can never pronounce his name. This movie has entered parlance. Its name has, its title is now used as a portmanteau. If you've heard of The Snapping, which is an event that happens in the Avengers Infinity War movie, then you know that it comes, that name comes from this movie. The director is infamous at Cards Against Humanity games, and his name is ridiculed. Well, his movies, not him, his movies are ridiculed in culture, so he's definitely entered our common psyche. On a more personal note, why I think these movies add social and cultural value. Now, I've got a higher tolerance for bad or crude or vulgar movies than my mom. So I can watch Beavis and Butthead or shock humor shows, no problem. But my mom, she will not. She'll run out of the room. However, if I take a scene from Beavis and Butthead and retell it to my mom in my own way, she'll laugh her head off. So the point is that these movies propagate through our society. So, you think that it's just good movies like Scarface or Fight Club or even The Matrix, right? Yeah. You've all heard Punch Me as Hard as You Can, or do you choose the blue pill or the red pill? But bad movies like The Happening also enter our common vocabulary. So give them a chance and watch as many bad movies or watch as many of them as you can tolerate. Thank you.